Hey guys, welcome back. So hope you're having a great day. Today's Saturday. I just saw the news article from Bitfarms that they actually provided their mining operations for Q3 a little bit and for September. So why don't we get into that? So Bitfarms, third quarter 2021, Bitcoin production increases to 1,050. It's up at 38% over the second quarter in 2021. Total Bitcoin holdings grew to over 2,300 BTC, valued at approximately 100 million, which is great. So they obviously had a great quarter for increase, but there's some things we need to cover here a little bit. Let me see. So third quarter marks Bitfarms' highest quarterly Bitcoin production in 2021, capitalizing on growth investments throughout the year and macro events in China, commented Bitfarms founder and chief executive officer. Following these macro events, which resulted in the Bitcoin network's largest ever reduction in difficulty, the network is experiencing a steady recovery but remains below historic highs. Okay, so we've seen that. So we've seen the hash rate, obviously, increase of the network. So he continues on. 2021 continues to be a transformational year for Bitfarms as we continue deploying capital to upgrade our mining fleet, open new facilities, and embark on our global expansion with scheduled monthly deliveries totaling 55,000 miners over the next 15 months. And a new high power production facilities coming online as well. We are regularly increasing our hash rates towards our goal of 3 exahash per second in the first quarter of 2022 and 8 exahash by year end of 2022, added Grodzicki. Let me see here. So Bitfarms mining production highlights as of September 30th, 2021. So they mined 305 new Bitcoins. So we'll add this to my HODL report once all the miners provide theirs. So we're waiting on Hive, we're waiting on Mara, Riot, and Hot 8. So during the September 2021, approximately 10 BTC were mined daily. They mined a total of 1,050 BTC in the third quarter of 2021. Its largest quarterly BTC production rate in 2021. A lot of it was obviously because of the hash rate decrease that happened early on in the quarter. They mined a total of 2,407 BTC in the first 9 months of 2021, and they deposited 2,312 BTC into custody through September 30th. So that will go into our report as far as what they are hodling, and we'll create a video for it once it actually the other ones provided as well. So it's representing 96% of Bitfarms' 2021 BTC production, which is nice to see. They're hodling obviously a lot, with a total value of approximately 100 million based on the price of 43,000. So the price has gone up on Bitcoin quite a bit. It is now at 48,123 in the last 2 days. It has obviously climbed nicely as it's seen a large pullback. So that is good news. Obviously the value of that is going to increase as well. So here's their BTC's monthly production for Bitfarms. So January they had 199, February 178, March 221, April 232. May 262, June 265, right? This was right around when the China miners were coming offline. July 391, and then August 354, and September 305, as we've seen the hash rate increase in the last couple of months. So onto their Bitfarms mining operations. So Bitfarms has received and installed the first 540 miners of 2,200 Bitmain S19Js Pros and 300 of the MicroBT's M30S miners scheduled for delivery in September. The installation of these miners has increased Bitfarms' operation hash rate to 1.53 exahash as of September 29th, 2021. Due to supply chain and shipping delays, the other 1,660 Bitmain S19J Pro miners originally scheduled for September delivery are en route and expected to be received in October. So that's good news. Obviously, they got in less than we were expecting. So we updated the spreadsheet here, which we'll go into here shortly. Once these miners are installed, Bitfarms' operating hash rate is expected to be approximately 1.7 exahash, about 20% higher than our most recent announced operating hash rate of 1.4 exahash. Beyond these deliveries, Bitfarms is scheduled to receive and install an additional 5,030, which is the remaining of their orders that are coming in. That were supposed to come in September, October, November, I believe, of the Bitmain S19J Pros and 700 of the MicroBT M30S miners, all in the fourth quarter. So let's dive into the numbers here. So here we're using the latest hash rate data. So it's approximately 140,173,000 is the hash rate. Bitcoin price, we're using 48 and 89 cents. or 89, 48, $48,089. What am I saying? Cents. That'd be a big shock to everybody. Okay, so here's where we're looking at right now. So it looks like based on my data, they've turned off a lot of these miners here. There were the Antminers S9s, the S15s, S9s, T15s, the InnoSilicon T2Ts and T3s. Looks like they're still mining, I think, some of the InnoSilicon T4s here, and the InnoSilicon T3s, which are approximately the 50,000 terahash ones. And then they shut off, obviously, the 810 Avalons, which were the 37,000 terahash units, I believe, based on my calculations. And here's how I figured this all out. So they're saying that they have 1.3 exahash right now. So if we add up all of these numbers here, the 60, 50, 167, all of these green ones. The green ones indicate these are the ones that are currently being operated or being run. Let's see here. And this one. So we come down here and we get, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it shows up as 1,531, which is 1.53 exahash, which is basically what they're saying their hash rate is right now. So that coincides with what I have here as far as what's mining and when. So if we look at the month in operation report here, so I moved down all the old Antminers down to 8 months. Some of the other ones that were just obviously taken offline, possibly this last month in September, I marked those down to 9 months here to coincide with that. And let me see here. We also updated the numbers here. So we put down 540 of the miners that were installed in September. They got 1,660 left to go, and then a total of the 5,030 left in the end of the fourth quarter. So that coincides with those. So I put down 3 months, 3 months for the ones that were installed, obviously, in September, 2 months for the ones that are coming in, and then in 1 month, depending on when those actually come in, the 5,030. So based on all of these numbers here and the dates and when they were installed, we get the numbers as far as what they're possibly mining each month. So as always, guys, this is it's not financial advice. This is just my own homework that I've been doing, trying to figure out how much they're going to make for the year. So do your own research. Obviously, don't take my word on this. I'm just guessing here as far as what they could be making. So all of these numbers add up to about 203 million run rate for the year for gross revenue. This is just gross. This is not net. This doesn't account for any expenses that they have or anything like that. Doesn't account for electricity or anything else. This is just pure gross revenue that they possibly could have this year if all these miners get installed when they're supposed to. All right, they still have the 48,000 roughly miners here that are going to be installed next year, so we're not counting those, obviously. Those are at 0 months in operation. So based on that, as always, I take a pretty conservative approach to it. So conservative estimates based on the gross revenue. We go discounted 50% from the gross revenue. And then we're saying that obviously if at the current price of Bitcoin as $48,089, net income would be roughly 101 million. And then the EPS would be 58 cents. So we're looking at a price to earnings multiple of 20. Stock price should be around $11.69. Obviously, Bitcoin goes up in price 2x. We're looking at a stock price of $23.39. Bitcoin goes up 3x. We're looking at $35.08. And then obviously 4x would be $46.77 based on the numbers that we have here. And this is also being used for, let me see, current price on 503 is the current price for Bitfarms. So then we look at the stock price increase possibility. I think right now the stock is undervalued. It should be closer to possibly this dollar amount, closer to $11.69. So if it gets to be truly valued where it should be, I think you have a 132% increase. Obviously, if Bitcoin goes up 2x, you have a 365% increase. And 3x would be 597% increase. 4x would be 830% increase from today. All right, obviously, there's a lot of variables that go into play here. We just don't know when the miners are going to get installed. We don't know what the Bitcoin itself is going to do as far as price-wise. Is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? A lot of people are still bullish on it. They are thinking it's going to continue to go up throughout the year. Right now, we're heading into October, November, December, which are typically pretty good months for Bitcoin. And then you have Plan B saying, obviously we finished out the September period at 43,000, which is kind of what he was saying. Now he's saying that we could be at 47,000 by the end of I think no, actually, he said 63,000 by the end of October, and then possibly up to close to 100,000 by the end of December. So obviously, this is just all raw data here. We'll have to see what they actually provide as far as numbers go for the Q quarter that just ended. That should be probably out in a couple of weeks, I'm guessing. So we'll see where it goes from here. But yeah, right now I think Bitfarms is just highly undervalued. Might be a good time to get in before everything else gets installed, and as long as Bitcoin price goes up, might be a good time. But as always, not financial advice. Do your own homework, do your own research before investing in anything. I don't own any Bitfarms, but I might have to think about getting it. I do own Hive, so I own quite a bit of Hive, which is enough for me right now. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think. And then as far as what do you guys think as far as the year's going to end up for Bitfarms as far as stock price? Do you think it's going to go up to, I think it should go up way higher from where it is right now, obviously. Let me know what you guys think. All right, that's it. Thanks. Have a great day. I'll see you guys in the next one.